What up, guys? We are here again for another input of my quick hitter travel Peru beer reviews. Today, or right now, I've ordered a couple, and my sunlight went. I am doing the Cerveza Pilsen Callao, and I'm gonna get right into it. If you haven't seen the others, these are just kind of quick hitters. So I apologize for the not having the intros or the other special effects and everything like that. I wanted to get these up real quick so that if you saw it in time, I was still in Peru, you could let me know, hey, you should check out these beers in the comments, and I'll try to do that. But, so yeah, most of my other reviews after these will be back to normal. This is just my quick travel beers. But, I'll crack this open. I believe this is another, oh, never mind. It is a twist off. I'm not going to smell it yet. Force of habit, gotta not smell it when I'm doing this. But, so yeah, if you stay tuned, in a couple weeks I'm going to do something I like to call a micro brews traveler. And it kind of focuses on the micro breweries and joints to check out when you're in a different country, like different city. Because, we all know the stuff in the United States. There's, gazillions and gazillions, and there's more opening up every day. But we don't know what's going on in other countries, so I thought it'd be kind of cool. So to say, hey, maybe man, my lighting just died. If you're going to see Machu Picchu or something like that, you know what kind of microbeer to check out after the hike and everything. So it means sometimes after a long, vigorous hike or whatever, there's nothing better than beer. And so you'll be able to find that out with the videos that are coming up. So that'll be in a couple weeks. But for now, here's Pilsen Callao. While it goes, actually, I did look up information on this that I'll kind of give to you now. The other ones I just didn't get a chance to. But because this one says it's founded originally in 1863, which is substantially further back than any of the other beers that I had checked out. But it is called Callao because that is where the original brewery opened up. And Callao is a major seaport in Peru. It's south of Lima. So if that gives you, South America, I have to do this backwards. So for you guys, so South America kind of goes like this on the western side, as it curls down to the bottom of South America. Lima is kind of on the coast, and then you got Callao right kind of underneath it. My hand-drawn map there. I'm sure that didn't help at all. But anyways, so in 1868. My apologies. In 1863, this was founded by a German by the name of Federico Bindels, which, it's pretty common. A lot of the places throughout Central and South America was started by, by either a Czech brewer or a German brewer. Although usually when you think of the Pilsner opened up, that's more a Czech style. So it's interesting that it's a German that started with the Pilsner instead of like the Austrian lager kind of variation. But anyways, that's where it's from, and then, through a few bankruptcies and blah, 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 ended up the new production facility, I believe, is in Lima now. Although it is, from what I could look up, it is not mass-owned by a major company. So it's not owned by, InBev or anything like that, or San Miguel. So that's always good, right? It's its own thing. So let's see if its own thing is any good. Let's get into the smell. It's starting to get into that kind of Pilsner skunkiness aroma that you get from some beers. The lighting is getting weird. Sorry guys, you're going to see me in some really weird shadows. I'm like, if you ever watched Seinfeld where Jerry dated that girl that looked good in certain lights, but terrible in other lights, you got a little two-face going on. Yeah, that's kind of what's happening, although I look kind of bad in all lights. But anyways, it's got that kind of, your kind of standard Pilsner. Maybe it's not as skunky aroma as you might get from like the elephant beers, or I feel like a lot of, the beers around the Denmark area, and then once you get into closer to like Italy and start pushing into Eastern Europe, I feel like a lot of those have that really just funky aroma to it. It's not quite there yet. So it has, you know, it has your Pilsnery kind of grain aroma. It's got almost like an apple skin thing going on. Not much of the raisin, which if you've seen the other beers that I've reviewed so far from Peru, there seems to be a big raisin kind of flavor, but I'm not getting any of that aroma. But it still smells like kind of a cheaply produced Pilsner beer, so I don't know, it doesn't smell bad, so I'll tell you that, so I'll give it a half just for not smelling super terrible. But it doesn't inspire anything. But alright, next category is the taste. It's got almost an apricot-y Pilsner thing to it. A little bitter. Definitely not because it's not a hot bitter, it's just kind of bitter. I feel like it leaves almost like a skin on my teeth. Maybe there is apple skin in there. Actually, you know what? I'm realizing this recording actually inverts my image already. So maybe I did the South American map backwards just for myself, not for you guys. So it was backwards for everybody. It's on the coast. Callao is on the coast. But I don't know. I'm not really digging it. It's definitely just like your cheap Pilsner. It doesn't have the skunkiness going on, which is good, but it doesn't really have anything else going on for it either, which is not good. So I don't know. There's not a lot of flavors going on. You have, you know, your kind of stereotypical just grain. I'm sure they use corn because corn's such a big thing here. I'm always surprised that the stuff that like Budweiser, they use corn. I mean, they use more rice than like a corn or anything. You'd think it'd be different because there's so much more corn in the United States. What do I know? But anyways, this is just, it's not doing it for me. Like I'm nothing about it really kind of mixes well. It's really kind of bittery. It stays on the tip of your tongue. There's still some bubbles, but that's almost not helping it. It's like carbonated bitterness that's not good bitterness, you know? I don't know. It does have a little bit of a skunky taste, actually, now that I'm getting into it. So I'm not going to recommend it on taste. I'm not a fan of this thing, so no thanks. All right, next category is value for price. I will recommend it for that. Well, there's a skylight. That's why I'm getting some weird things going on. I have like a strip right here. But for value for price, yeah, I'm going to have to recommend it for that. When you convert it over to dollars, it probably costs like $1.05. So I haven't seen anything cheaper yet in the stores. I'll let you know if I do. But so I will recommend it for value for price. If you want something super cheap, this is it. Ding. All right, next category is distinction. How distinct is it? It's not. It just tastes like you're in the middle of Pilsner. There's nothing really that great about it. There's nothing memorable about it. You're going to drink this and instantly forget about it, and then you'll have a beer with another different label on it from a different country and be like, it tastes exactly the same. Probably because it is exactly the same. So it's not distinct. I'm not going to recommend it for distinction. All right, next category is drinkability, and honestly, it's not. Because this is the first one that I've had it's had a green label, which is, I mean, the green is better than clear. I haven't seen any clear bottles yet, so I'll give good on you, Peru, for not falling into the trap of the clear bottles, because that's just, do you want your beer? It's like, we want our beers to taste skunky, so we're just going to put it in clear bottles. But it's still not all the way to the brown, because you're still going to get some light whatever. But even the brown bottles here are kind of lighter, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's more expensive to dye your bottles darker brown. I wonder if that's a thing. But okay, so it's got drinkability. You could probably drink more, but I don't think you really want to. It's just, yeah, not a big fan. Drinkability, nah. I mean, okay, I'll give it a half because technically you could if you wanted to, especially if you kept it ice cold. This is one of those beers where you're walking down like the street of a new city and you always see the sign of like coldest beers in town. That the only way you can drink this, a lot of it, is if that's served at the coldest beer in town bar. If it's not, you're gonna have to give it up pretty quickly. So I'll give it a half for that. But, alright, last category is would I buy it again? I think you probably already know the answer to this, but no, I will not be buying this beer again. It's just not doing it for me. Even with the price around here, you can pay it 10 cents more and get a substantially better beer. So, not going to do it, so bang. Of course, if you're in Peru, whatever, some of the joy of exploring new countries is just drinking all the new kinds of beers that you just don't see in the States or wherever you're from. So that's kind of, I feel like one of the best ways to get to know a culture is specifically through the drinks. The foods, yeah, that's great. But a lot of times, especially in major metropolitan areas and in London and the UK and the United States, you're going to get a lot of those kinds of foods coming up anyways. But it's really almost the alcohol that connects you to it. Because a lot of these things are, this thing's 160 years old. A lot of the beers have a much more concrete connection to the history of that country than, say, some of the foods that have evolved over time. So I always recommend checking out as many of the kind of just the local alcohols as you can. It's pretty interesting. But I will not be checking this one out again. I did it once, that's it. But, so that is my review of Pilsen Callao out of Peru. And, if you could like, subscribe, comment, that'd be fantastic. If you can stay tuned, in a couple weeks I'll have those Micro Brews Traveler videos coming up for Cusco and Lima. I might do one for St. Pete Beach outside of St. Petersburg and Tampa. I'm not sure yet. I filmed some stuff, but we'll see. But anyways, for myself and for Pilsen Callao, take it easy. I spill it everywhere.